Hail, everybody. Welcome to the Legion of Memers, episode, 16, with a special guest. Thank you for joining us today, Lethal Lightning, man.
Thank you for having me. It's ironic that I come on 16 because I used to say I'll always be 16 forever, and then that obviously ended up being a fucking lie. But Sweet 16 is a very special one, right? So thank you for having me. I'm looking forward to this. All hail the Legion. Just fucking everyone in the way, surrender the women, and we'll be on our way.
All right, so without further ado, what we're going to do is get started on intros and get that out of the way so we can get to the show. Oculus, how you doing today, mate?
Pretty well. Another week, another Saturday for the boys to discuss some pop culture topics and memes to make fun of. And I'm very glad to have Lethal Lightning on.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Mr. Bug, how you doing today?
Oh, I am doing just glorious. I mean, I'm on the street with Lethal, man. He was the first one I started memeing when I got on here. He popped my cherry like I popped this cold one.
Oh, I love that sound.
All right,
Should I
Hollywood.
be in between you guys? I feel a little icky here.
Yeah, get the
Oh,
fuck
it's
out
about to get a lot
I'm
stickier.
myself.
There's no wrong way to eat Reese's, mate.
Just roll with it. It'll hurt less.
Jeremy, what's going on? How's the day going?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. You see, I got my little soldier here. I got Brie Larson over here just for Lethal and stuff. So I'm doing pretty good. Got my streams, trying to live, and I see Blabs in the chat. So hail Lethal.
Oh, thank
I
you,
don't know
Blabs,
how I
for
feel
coming in.
about
That's
always
awesome.
being on your screen.
Oh, accepted, man.
Oh, so I actually wanted to give a special shout out to Kenzo. I don't know if anybody has been following him on Twitter, but it is a must. He has been putting out some fantastic content. The cartoons for Full Aussie made me die laughing. I'm sitting in the car in the parking lot about to leave work, and I'm sitting there laughing like a maniac in the car. So Kenzo, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing very well. I'm doing very well. Chilling here with you, the wonderful Legion of Memers, on this brisk winter evening in the UK. As you just heard, I've recently took up a new hobby of drawing Australian people mainly. Like I do other forms of art, but that's what I've been focusing on for the past couple of weeks, and it has been quite an enjoyable experience. It's very, very nice to be here with the man Lethal Lightning himself. I'm
just so impressed that you actually know what the Big Les is.
Dude, I live the Big Les show.
The Big Les, greatest anime ever made.
One of my best friends is a talking yaoi, as it goes.
Hey. See,
I have no.
We're
I'm
gonna
just
need
gonna
to talk
sit here
more
and
about
pretend I
this.
know what that means.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought you were talking about the big Liz, like Lizzo.
Size maybe, yes, but in terms of muscle structure and skits missions, not quite the same.
He's like a mix between, I don't know, like he sounds like Crocodile Dundee, but he's got like the strength of Goku. Like,
He beat Goku.
You reckon he beat Goku?
Oh yeah,
Yeah. He is a badass.
yeah. He's big fucking Les. He likes to.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And to be honest, I can't take all the credit for that. The guy that made that was a one-man show, Mr. Jared Wright, and he made it all on Microsoft Paint, and it is.
Damn.
It
dude.
just gets better and better as it goes on. To be honest, but yeah, I'm
so does
super
the
pumped.
mushrooms that he takes.
But yeah, I'm super pumped to be here, man. Thanks for having me on with the wonderful Mr. Lethal, and yeah, thanks. I hope it's a good
Awesome,
one.
man. Awesome. If you don't mind, we'll probably play that video a little later on the stream because I think
Of course.
everybody should check that out.
Of course, I'm happy.
Soldier, Vets Talking. Let them know about your new channel going on, man.
Hail to all of you. Thanks for being here. Yeah, absolutely, guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, Vets Talking. We are on every Saturday, a Skinamax Saturday, 10 o'clock Eastern, where we're just having a couple beers, shooting the shit, and really just getting really crazy. We were talking about a poo pond the other day, and yeah, you have to come on to learn about that. But also, Vets Talking Tuesday is our regular show where we hit up specifically on the pop culture topics of the day, 7:45 Eastern every single Tuesday. And you got to catch this next one because we're going to have on the one, the only comics division on Vets Talking Tuesday, 7:45 Eastern. So check it out. And remember, this channel is not just for veterans. You don't got to be a vet. Just don't be butthurt. You've been warned.
I mean, I come on all the time and I ain't a vet.
Yeah, but you get ripped into a lot. It's fun.
Yeah. I do the same.
He's getting so good at that intro. I'm sitting here. I'm like, man, I got to pick some things up from this guy.
The mirror is a wonderful tool to practice.
I use the mirror for
Also,
other
cold
stuff.
ones work very well for props.
Like mirror? Someone say mirror?
And
Well, the one on the
note,
table's
CJ
different.
Green, how you doing today, mate?
It is me. It is me. It is CJP. I am the bearded bard making music, and I've been really happy because a certain game came out that made my channel a hell of a lot more relevant here recently. But yeah, I'm here. I'm glad to meet Lethal. I've been kind of following you along on Twitter and stuff like that. Well, one app before you were.
Which one?
And so yeah, it's great to meet you, and I'm looking forward to making Hollywood my bitch.
Hey.
There you go, man. There you go. And we also have a pretty special guest, Skirmitar, who actually helped make the intro today. How you doing today, Skirmy?
Hey everyone, I'm Skirmitar. I'm a video editor. I'm working mainly this dickhead next to me. And yeah, pretty much that's it.
All right, man. Well, thank you for coming on. I know it can't be easy right now. What time is it where you're at?
It's past 10 p.m.
Oh, man, I'd be in bed by then. I'm an old man now.
What good?
And without further ado, we got Lethal Lightning on the show. How you doing, man?
I'm well, thank you. I had a stream about 6 hours ago, maybe a little bit more. I've had a little bit nap, and I'm ready to rock and roll. I've got my coffee. I feel like I should have a beer, though, to be honest with you.
You should definitely have a beer. If you're on a Legion,
I'm going to go get one. Give me one
Yeah.
moment.
No worries, no worries. So before I introduce myself, I think the chat is more important than myself. So let's introduce the chat because they have been rocking it today. And let's see what we got here. We got True Pop Culture. Just so you know, some Legion of Memers are going to be switching out midway through the show, and he'll be on the second half, which is going to be awesome. We also have Blabs on. Thank you.
Hey, Babs.
Skirmy
Hey,
made
Blabs.
that intro with True Pop Culture, and it's honestly it's one of my favorite intros. Like that intro really does get me hyped.
Cheers,
We got-
Lightning.
Oh, look at that. We got Nasmer as well. The Memes of Destruction. Thanks for coming on, man. Appreciate it. We got Ruben in the chat. My
Hail,
man.
Ruben!
Love Ruben. Good man. Check out his channel.
We got Jade Shadow here as well. That's awesome. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah! Sorry, I unapologetically simped for Jade. I don't give a fuck.
I'm sorry,
You
guys.
sound like
I
Vince McMahon.
have to go. Blabs is here. This was not at all what I agreed to.
I'm sorry.
We got Samael the Infamous. We got Cell Shade here as well.
Yeesh.
Yeesh.
Okay.
Okay!
We got John Connors. And the stream is already derailed. All right. So
I think we're
actually,
right on track.
before we get started, I actually want to bring this up because I do think it should definitely be seen.
Oh, shit.
We're just gonna get this going. We won't get struck for this, will we, Ken?
Nah.
Guess what?
Like,
Live under your bed. Watch you sleep every night.
It's a pretty good idea doing this, wasn't it? Eating some hash cookies and going to see a movie. Yeah, mate.
So that's Rhino.
How long do
That's
you reckon
Rhino.
until the cookies start kicking in? Not long now, mate. Fuck yeah. I'm excited. I've never done hash cookies before. They're fucking good, mate. Look who's calling me. It's the chef. Oh, thank God you're all right. Good thing I got to you early. Wait, what? Now, you didn't eat those cookies, did you? Why? How come? What's wrong with the cookies? Oh, no, mate. They're just fucking, they're just plain A's badge. Don't eat them because We've already ate them.
Oh, did you?
We've already ate them.
Oh, fuck. Did you eat one whole one, did you?
Yeah. Why? What's in them? What's in them?
this is the part that got me.
Heroin, mate.
Heroin.
Heroin.
Is there fucking heroin in these cookies?
No, mate. Heroin.
What the fuck's heroin? Is it fucking heroin? Is it a type of heroin? No, mate. Heroin and heroin, completely different box of frogs. Heroin's fucking worse, Scotty.
Still there, mate?
Yeah, I'm still here. Why the fuck did you sell us fucking heroin cookies?
Oh, mate, I mixed up the bags. Sorry about that, eh? Where are you now?
We're in the fucking cinemas. We're in the fucking cinemas thinking we're eating hash cookies.
Oh, well, at least you're somewhere safe, mate. Now, listen, mate, you owe me an extra fucking 150.
An extra $150 for one cookie.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, mate, and have a nice trip.
Fuck. I've never done stuff like that before. Yeah, you have. You had the fucking tripper snipper and the fucking... Nah. This feels different. This feels really fucking different. I think I'm having a heart attack. You not having a heart attack, mate? I can feel my whole insides just crashing down. I'm blacking out. Fuck.
There's a bit more.
Something positive.
There's a little bit. There's another piece. Yes, it's
Oh, there's
it's
another
off.
piece. Did you want
Yeah,
to play
yeah.
all of them, or you want to?
I had to split it into two to put it onto Twitter. The full version was on the YouTube.
Okay.
There's another 30. There's another. Basically, there's another 30 seconds, everyone, where you saw the aftermath of what happens to Grant from eating the accidental heroin cookie that Lyndon served him up.
Not to be mixed up with heroin.
Yeah, it's not to be. Yeah, like I said, heroin cookies are
Okay, I
okay,
think
but
I
it's the
got it right
heroin
here.
ones.
Guess what?
Oh, never mind. I screwed that up like hardcore, guys.
Now we're off the rails.
Put him in the
Wow, it's
Boomerville.
All good.
Wow, I screwed it
Yeah.
up big time.
CJ, you gotta make a boomer song, CJ.
Yeah,
So we can
I
play
do.
anytime that happens.
Yeah, so this is the aftermath.
You should have seen these fucking Laura Page fucking falling
Oh my god!
What? Nah, yeah. There's fucking two mangoes going for $5. Yeah, mate. Two mangoes, $5. Got like 40 of them. $50.
Gonna get
Australian Carl from Aquatine.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah, Ryan Reaper said that as well.
Beautiful,
it's
man.
missing the flip flops.
Thank you. Like, yeah.
I just had some heroin cookies left over there.
Credit to Jared Wright, but yeah, it did go over well with everyone, and thanks to all the guys on the Full Aussie for showing it, and for you guys for showing it.
It's
Thank
so
you.
Fantastic.
good. It's
Yeah,
so
of course,
good.
man. Of course. The
Yeah,
good work.
episode 3 should be ready in 2 weeks.
Sweet.
Oh, you're gonna be doing a series of these?
Well, it looks that way, I think.
I
Very
like the
nice.
sound of this.
Yeah.
Do you mind sharing the screen, Green Rod?
yeah,
please?
absolutely. Give me one sec.
So this is the Big Les show. This is like the Jared's channel, the guy that does all these. The first one, I guess, it says 2009, but I think his first one might have been around 2010. It's a full series that he's been doing for years. He's got like a movie, like 55 minutes. It's all like we were saying, it's all done on Microsoft Paint. There's a full plot line. There's a lot of
There's spin-offs.
yeah, there's spin-offs and everything, man. And it all continues. It's all in the same universe. This stuff has tighter continuity than Disney, Star Wars, MCU, anything you can think of. The continuity in this is airtight. There's tumors, there's aliens, and there's Sasquatches that smoke a lot of weed. You have your local councilman, Mike Nolan.
There's surfing. There's
This is Adult Swim.
cash in hand,
event.
labor in work. There's
This is
talking
Adult Swim,
Sasquatches.
Like
should've been.
heyday Adult Swim kind of stuff. Like they're not
They
afraid
did
to show
play a
it.
season. They did play
Yeah.
a season on Adult Swim, but then they didn't follow it up after that. So it's all he solely does it for YouTube, but he's a
Yeah.
top artist. Honestly,
All
and it's
one
just
person?
got it's all one person, and he has a few different voice actors on there, and he has a few of his mates do some of the backgrounds for him, but pretty much it's all a one-man show.
it just goes to show you that all you need is an idea, Microsoft Paint, and a fuckload of mushrooms, and you can create anything.
Even a cinematic universe like this. I mean, wow.
Yeah.
Don't not do drugs, kids.
You might actually
of-
create something really cool.
Speaking of cinematic universes, and it's actually a great segue into the first topic that we're going to be talking about today is superhero fatigue.
Yeah.
More like bad MCU fatigue. You know what I'm saying?
So I heard quite a bit of few people did videos on it today. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to watch any of them because I've been a tiny bit busy. Can anybody give us a rundown of what's been happening?
I caught Gary's video, and the first point that Gary made that I thought was relevant is it's not surprising we're getting fatigue when they're introducing all of these characters. We're not really, when they haven't introduced Fantastic Four, Silver Surfer, the X-Men, we're getting all the garbage first.
Well,
You mean
at
the
this
X
point,
people?
do we even
The X
at this
people.
point, do we even want them to introduce the Fantastic Four or
Well, I
Silver
want-
Surfer, or any of these guys? Because
I want
the
the
thing
Sentry.
is, it's the quality. Okay, it's not just general superhero fatigue. It is bad superhero fatigue. If it was
No,
if
it's
it was
MCU fatigue.
Oculus, please, we're not doing this right now. But
Good.
if it was the first 3 phases of Marvel, if that was the quality we were getting on a regular basis, instead of just this crap now, we would not have this big of an issue, But it's like Phase 4 came in, it was like, okay, we're gonna throw crap. Spider-Man was good. Crap. Dick shot, more crap. That was Phase 4 in a nutshell.
We're at the point now where instead of saying, oh man, I can't wait to see what they're going to do with the Fantastic Four, we're saying, oh man, I can't wait to see how badly they're going to fuck it up.
Yep. I haven't seen the writers
it's
for the
been great
Daredevil
for all
show.
our
I mean,
channels, though. So,
Yeah.
part of me is like, all
Oh
right,
yeah, that's good content.
Keep going.
Well, I mean,
keep going.
Yeah.
That is a
That's
silver
why I love
lining.
Velma.
Well, let me tell you,
I mean-
Morty, that they're not going to be fatigued because those idiots will just scoop up whatever shit we just shit out on their mouths. They're just going to love it.
Yeah. I'll be right back, Morty. I gotta go hit my wife.
I got my wife in the closet. I got to go let her out for a minute. She's got to pee.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I can believe there might be a little bit of superhero fatigue because I'm not old enough to know this, but like Westerns for a time were doing fantastically well, and at a certain point, people are like, okay, we're kind of sick of this. But like with the whole superhero movies, in my opinion, is that I think what they've done to them has basically expedited that process of people just getting, all right, I'm done with this.
Yeah.
Lee, what are your thoughts on this?
Well, you're right. I mean, everything comes in cycles. Like there was Westerns. Remember when mob and mafia movies were really big, and then that went the way of the dodo. We're at the stage now where we're getting into. They're going to be making a lot of shitty video game adaptations. That's the next thing that they're going to. But when it comes to superhero fatigue, I was never the biggest MCU fan, but I dropped it after Endgame because to me, Endgame, even though I thought it was kind of meh, it is a good endpoint. You're done. All right, you can move on from there. Warner Brothers, they're more incompetent than Disney, just slightly less corrupt. But I kind of just, I was a comic book guy, right? I was a weekly in the LCS comic book guy, much more of a DC guy. But when it comes to these movies, I'm done with them. Like I'm just don't fucking. It's a lack of care. It's empathy. I don't believe in hate watching unless you're stealing it. But I'm just not interested in anything. Like I haven't watched any of the TV shows. I haven't seen any of the movies. Some people tell me Spider-Man was decent. I didn't even see that.
It's excellent.
To me, it's just like fatigue is real. I'm done with them. I'm bored with them. They're all shit. I can't remember what the last good one was. I'm
I
just really
disagree
struggling
with-
to remember.
I disagree with the idea of superhero fatigue because one of the biggest animes out there is My Hero Academia, all about superheroes.
But would that fall under superhero fatigue or the
No.
the rising of anime
I think it's-
fans amongst?
I think it's
No,
Good.
because the My Hero Academia that popped up, at least the anime that popped up at a pretty good time with when MCU was taking off, and another particular anime that popped off happened to pop in at a good time, which was One Punch Man. That came in around the same time the Deadpool movies came out. So it was like, okay, well, if you want something that's more in style of like Deadpool and that kind of realm, you go watch One Punch Man. If you want like your, vanilla superhero stuff like MCU shit, then you get, My Hero Academia. Granted, My Hero Academia is way better than anything Phase 4 has. That's just a given. But you get what I'm saying.
Do you count the boys as well as superhero fatigued, or that will be a different
I
take
started
on that?
reading the audiobook, and now that I actually kind of am following along with the story, I realized like how many liberties they took in the TV show.
Even the popularity of that's gone downhill.
Yeah.
I think Homelander's carrying it. Apart from Homelander, I'm kind of over it. I just want to see Homelander be hardcore. Apart from that, it's all kind of shit. This last season was piss weak.
Yeah, the last season was not that great. Like, literally, it was carried by Homelander and then Soldier Boy, which they tried to like do. It was kind of like what they did to John Walker in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. They try to make him be like the most horrendous guy possible, but they unintentionally make him the most interesting and likable character in the entire goddamn show. And it's just like, well, I like this guy. He's way better than all the other established characters,
Mm-hmm.
Plus,
Well, go ahead.
when you have Billy Butcher say, "No, don't kill him. He's my wife's son," and it's just like, even Soldier Boy is like, "Wait, what? Homelander fucked your wife?" It's like, what's going on here?
I'm Billy Butcher. I'm the biggest cunt.
I think the biggest issue we're having though
that's
is
not that's what I'm fucking looking for. I'm a cuckold.
I think our biggest issue that we're having now is fatigue of bad storytelling.
Yeah.
It's
That's
become
what it
very
is overall.
formulaic.
And look, I think the MCU fatigue, in my opinion, I mean, I
think that's the same thing, Oculus. MCU and bad writing is just, it's all mixed into one thing, so call it what you want. Call it bad writing, call it MCU, call it the Russians doing something. I don't care. It's all the same at the point.
Let me just blame it on the movies though, because the backbone of comic book movies is the comic books, and they're worse than the movies at the moment.
Well, yeah, that's
again,
because
bad
that's
storytelling.
because the people that are trying to write them, they're trying to just use them to springboard into the movies because they don't see anything but the movies and TV shows as
they just want their Netflix deal or whatever.
Yeah,
the money.
It's like a primary example of this stuff. Neil Druckmann, like he's always wanted to get into films and shit, and he's backstabbed everybody. Now he's got Last of Us, and he's willing to just sell out his own mother to please the TV media overlords, just to get to be in his special place that he's always wanted to. The same thing with all these comic writers, I'm calling them writers is a little too generous. I call them fucking hacks.
To use a comparison for superhero media in the past, when we were growing up and watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Batman, Superman, all these other cartoons, movies, and everything else going on, did we ever have superhero fatigue back then? Fuck no. We were saying more, give us more. They're coming out with the Ninja Turtles movie. They're coming out with the Superman movie. We wanted more, and it's because it was excellent. And now, yes, we're growing up, but we're still grown-up kids who love this genre and this type of media. So I do not think it's superhero fatigue. I want to see more. I want to see good more. It's got to be good products. It's just, it all sucks now. That's the problem, in my opinion.
I think.
I don't think any of us are looking for it to fail. We're looking for good stuff. Like, we're happy to take the bad, but we're ecstatic to take the good. Because the bad will just help the channels out, but the good will actually give us our passion back for the things that we love.
I don't disagree with Soldier's point, but I also think when everything out there to watch is a superhero movie or the same thing, you will inevitably get over it. Same thing I was saying before, when everything was a Western, when everything was a mob movie, you go, what's on today? Oh, look, another John Dillinger movie. Again. Okay.
I can see that point.
And I mean, how many Batmans are there? Like, you're not wrong, but I also think there's other angles to this as well.
Yeah, well, it's the same thing like Batman. Also, they did with Spider-Man. I mean, I swear to God, as an adult, there's been 3 separate Spider-Mans now, and that's crazy for me to think that only over a couple of decades. But yeah, the Batman, they've gone, and we know damn well they're just trying to make more money off of the same products, and that's an issue that they're repeating Batman, they're repeating Spider-Man, and when there's so many other things out there. So if they came out with a good Fantastic Four, I would really like that because I never liked the other one.
Yeah,
So if they
How many
Yeah,
times
go
have we seen? How many times have we seen Uncle Ben die, or those pearls fall to the
Yeah.
ground? Like we don't
Which is
need
why,
to see that.
with the new Spider-Man, at least they did it right. They didn't do a backstory. I actually like that. I forget his name, but I like
Tom
him as
Holland?
Spider-Man. Yeah, Holland. So I think they did good with him. But yeah, they need to just introduce the stuff that we haven't seen yet. That's why Iron Man was so damn cool. I never knew much about Iron Man, but when Tony Stark came out, I'm like, fucking, this guy's awesome because it was something new. We haven't seen all
Not
Yeah,
only
that.
I
that,
think-
Robert Downey Jr. I mean, that's like the real Tony Stark is RDJ.
But do you think this
Yeah.
article? Do you think this article is referring to like your normie fans now that are getting superhero fatigue? Because to be
It's
honest, all the
It's
comic
actually a
book,
very good point. I spoke to a
comic
normie,
book fans.
and they were like, "Well, I saw Thor: Love and Thunder," and I was like, "What the hell is this? I'm not watching any more Marvel film." Like even normies are like, "Okay, I think I may be done with this."
Because you're waking
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, John Connors. I know for a fact that your chat right here is right. I think Henry Cavill, if they would have let him be like Superman as we know Superman and as he understands Superman, there would be no question. Superman movies would be left and right, in my
Oh
opinion.
yeah.
You know,
Like, could you imagine like have freaking Henry Cavill Superman facing off against Toyman? I know people want to say Brainiac, but fuck you. I want Toyman. Fuck you. I want Toyman. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. I'll fight you.
I just want
I'm a
dark
mixed
side.
taste Pitalik.
I just want a good dark side.
I want a writer.
Yeah, we all wanted a good dark side. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see them bringing out a legit proper Superman in a time when saying truth, justice, and the American way is problematic. You know?
Oh yeah. The man when
And this is a
Battle of the
Brit
Super-
saying that.
Yeah, when Battle of the Super Sons came out and Superman actually utters that line and it's done in like a respectful way. Woo, the Twitter reaction was nuts.
But doesn't
Like-
that just show you the type of fans that, well, I'm using that word very lightly, fans that these types of products have now? Like, with something like that, an iconic Superman line is considered heresy to these people. It's like, okay. But at the same time, it's like, well, fuck you. These are the fans you wanted. These are the fans you got. You created this for them. You've spent years building up to grab these people as your fans. Now you can deal with their shit because I'm not. I'm out. Fuck them. You can have them. Gatekeeping is good, but
Yes.
this one's been overrun.
You know,
I mean-
it doesn't. Sorry. carry
go
on.
ahead. Go ahead.
Well, it doesn't fill you with confidence, you know, with all of these adaptations that we've had, you know, Cowboy Bebop and all the other crap. Or now we've got Cavill going on to see to run 40K. You know, you've got all the 40K fans that are now anticipating something good. People like myself and Lethal that probably like Gundam and Dermy. We've got the Gundam adaptation coming up, and I don't have really high hopes for it. I know the Gundam robots, like the Gundam mobile suits, will probably look good on screen, but in terms of a good story that
I
don't
agree,
have high
100%.
hopes, man.
I agree with that completely. I think at best they will look good, but I just don't think Netflix is capable of humanizing both sides and showing the complexity of it. They're just going to go, oh, robot walk.
No.
This flag looked like Nazi flag. They bad. That's
It's
all. It's
supposed to
No
go in
way.
production
It's
this
Netflix.
summer.
Netflix is doing the Gundam thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
you
makes
you
Beyond
guys are
the MAGA.
fucked.
Yeah.
They're
Can't wait
It'll be
to
a-
show.
I cannot see Netflix doing space Nazis right. It's just not. It's not going to.
No,
Well,
they're
even-
just going to fail to humanize both sides. They're
This
just
is
going
gonna be
to
the greatest
make Xeon the
Xeon-
bad guys.
Yeah.
Well, even
this shall be
Xeon
a-
wasn't.
amazing.
Xeon progresses into becoming space Nazis. They actually had a reason for doing what they were doing. They're not going to show that. They're just going to be playing out Trump. They're going to be Nazis. They're going to be pure this, and they're not going to show the human side where I cannot remember the old guy's name who was in charge of Xeon, but he was depressed when his son died. and then he was taken out by his other son.
Darby.
It was
We're
all
gonna
not-
make the
they're not gonna
best
show any of
Zaku.
that.
It's gonna be the greatest, most perfect Zaku.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of that stuff, and the fact, fucking oath. But I reckon they're gonna look at the Xeon flag and they're just gonna go, "That's a Nazi flag." They're gonna see that as a fucking Nazi flag, and then they're gonna just go about it that way. They're gonna completely fail to show. Look, the point of Gundam at its core is war bad. It's a very simple message, and the shows do an incredible job portraying that. Like at the end of the day, it's the dickheads at the top that are responsible for this on both sides. That's why when you have someone like Amuro Ray with his rivalry with Shah, you're like, Shah's kind of in the right in a lot of what he's doing. Maybe you could argue maybe he goes a little bit too far, but when you look at what happened to him, you're like, he's kind of right. And Amuro, he kind of fate throws him into it. He wanted nothing to fucking do with this shit, and that's the reality for both sides. And then, of course, we get into my personal favorite, Zeta, and then you got the Titans, which just shows you that the good guys maybe they're not actually that good, and then you got the bad guys, and maybe they're not actually that bad. It does a really good job of showing both sides' point of view, and it's the people at the top that are to blame. This is a Gundam stream now. I'm sorry, Green Rocks.
No, it's all good. I was actually going to
Gundam.
ask because
Fine.
we're on the topic of Gundam, and I've been watching quite a bit of anime recently. Is there a place you would recommend people who haven't watched Gundam before to start, or should we just start at the beginning?
Starting at the beginning is the best, but I think a good starting place is actually Iron-Blooded Orphans. Now, granted, that is in an alternate timeline, so it's got nothing to do with what's called the Universal
UC.
Century. It's got nothing to do with that, but I think it's a really good place to break the ice. And then from there, I would go back to the original. And then watch that, then watch Zeta, which is my personal favorite. To this day, I have not finished Double Zeta. I just cannot fucking get into Double Zeta. And then you have Shah's counterattack, which is incredible.
The red comet.
I really love Unicorn though.
Unicorn's dope.
Good. Yeah, 8th MS is good as well.
I will also suggest if you want to ease into Gundam, don't go to G or don't go to the newest one, Witch of Mercury. I like Witch of Mercury a lot. I will sing its praises. Don't start there. You're gonna have to ease yourself in probably with the original. It's gonna be a slog because it's dated.
Oh, it's aged. It's
aged very well, but it's
got some parts where you look at, you gotta be like, ooh.
I watch Char's counterattack quite often.
Char's counterattack hasn't aged the same way as like the original anime.
Oh, that's aged like wine, I reckon. Char's counterattack just. When he gets up on that stage and he's like, I just want everyone to have big fat tits in their face. How can you not cheer for him?
Letha, what did you think of Origin?
I quite liked it. I thought Origin was a better prequel than the Star Wars prequel trilogy, even though it's the same fucking story. But I really liked it.
Yeah.
I mean, it does really like quite a bit, but it also explains a lot of his motivations on why he is the way he is.
That's what I was saying before.
Lethal,
you look at him, you go, is he wrong? Oh, Cell Shade's trolling me. Look, I don't like Sword Art. If you like Sword Art Online, fine, but I don't. I think Sword Art Online's like everyone forgets the fact that they kind of definitely kidnap a child that they found in the woods. And they just take him home and like, oh, you're our kid now. And everyone's totally cool with that. The main character just goes around screaming for his girlfriend. Asuna! Asuna! Like, that's the whole fucking show.
To be fair, that little girl was Data. But you're right. It is kind of, it's creepy, but there's charming moments.
Okay, hold on.
Well,
Didn't
all the
main
moments there are
character
not
almost
skip
fuck his
through.
sister?
Well,
Wait,
it's
what?
called keeping it real, Mr. Bug.
Yeah, he did try. He did want to. Yeah, and I mean it's cousin, sister, whatever.
Keeping it in the family.
She has a nice rack. I'll give her that.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, didn't that happen or something? I don't know. I've only seen like a few clips.
I've actually watched the whole thing, like
Same.
like all the way through. I have the Sword Art game, the gun game, and I have Alicization. I haven't beaten
Wicked
either of them,
Wicked.
but it's I Wicked. I enjoyed the games very much, and the shows. Yeah, they're like sometimes it's kind of, like
gay.
I might want to skip through this or like I'm very liberal with my skip button. Like if there's any content, like I'm like, okay, I'm not enjoying this anymore. I'll skip through it. So sometimes, like, I do get it. You do have to, kind of understand what's going on. Unfortunately, with that.
I
Yeah,
thought it was at its best with
I'm
Gun Gale.
picky with my anime. Like it just
Gun Gale was pretty
gets to a
dark.
point. It's like, okay, maybe there's like one or two that I'm gonna probably add to the list. I mean, Chainsaw Man, I went and watched. That was a good
that's
time
great.
there.
That's
I mean, I
great.
watched this. I did not watch the dub Green Rocks. I did see clips of the dub, and it did make me go, "Damn, that was good." Especially with the mono. Like the mono's voice actress for the dub was like, "Damn." But
I prefer the
Damn.
manga.
I watch a lot of older anime, so
I can only say that ever since I learned that Jetfire from the Transformers was actually originally a Gundam, has me interested in Gundam. And when the first time I saw that in Japan, they have a life-size robotic model of a Gundam. That's fucking
Bro,
epic.
that is
I might have to check this out.
actually, Soldier Spirit, I do have to correct you though. Jetfire, the toy, was a Macross toy from Robotech. It was a Veritech fighter.
I thought, what? Oh, I thought it was Gundam.
Robotech is before Gundam.
Oh.
Gundam just
Gundam's
helped
an-
popularize mechas.
Shows what I know. Fuck.
You're getting there. You're getting there,
How
bud, and
dare
you should
not
check out
be an
Gundam.
expert?
I'm a Macross.
You guys are learning me. I'm learning. I'm learning.
No, you're becoming a fake geek girl. That's what.
yeah, well, I'll tell you one thing. It'll be a long while before if anyone wants a new anime of Transformers, that ain't gonna happen for a while because Japan has
Love Transformers.
they'll never touch Transformers again because I don't know what it is, but they don't like sentient robots. It's if they can't put a guy in it like a Gundam or a mech, it's just no, they won't touch it.
Bumblebee was good. I liked Bumblebee,
Yes.
especially the opening when they're on Cybertron and they were true
Everyone
to the
talks
original
about the
show.
opening. It's the only thing anyone gives a fuck about. The whole
Bumblebee
movie
might have
is
been a
forgettable.
meh movie, but it was a great Transformers movie.
Yes, I agree with
Yeah.
that. I agree with that. And I'm cautiously optimistic that maybe the next one will be good, even though it is
It's not.
ridiculous that it's ridiculous. They have the gorilla in there. That's a completely different thing. But
Beast
I
Wars.
want it to be good.
And it's so small, man. Like these characters, they've got like I love Beast Wars. Beast Wars is better than G1. All right, feel free to throw a brick through my window, but Beast Wars is better than G1. Right, and what they're doing with the Beast Wars characters in this is stupid. These characters should not be interacting like this.
Yeah.
Optimus Prime should not be speaking with Optimus Primal in the fucking 90s.
Yeah.
Right? Robots in disguise. A truck drives past you, it's a truck. A fucking robot monkey flies past you, you go, what the fuck is that?
They started doing this
Yeah,
because
Do they not have those in
Other
Australia?
comics,
You don't have robot monkeys over there?
Well, aren't they introducing a transformer? In
That
this
was Earth
movie?
Spark.
that is bullshit. RC is not trans. RC is
Oh,
No,
just
no, you're talking about Earth Spark. It's not RC. No, you're talking about two different
Yeah,
things.
we're not talking about
confirmed to
IDW
actually be a
RC.
transformer
That's
right
Reach Around
now.
or Cock Throttle.
Dermy surrounding
Wait,
himself with
wait.
dudes again.
Man needs what a man wants.
I just thought he made like lotion bottles using like Ryan's head.
No, no.
Oh
oh,
god.
nice.
Put
The
him up.
camera's on! The camera's
Much.
on!
Much
Lethal
better.
could fap to it.
Oh, just ruined it.
Oh, she's staring right at me. That's hot.
No, she's staring at the feet. She's like, "What the hell are those?"
Why am I next to that? Dermy, make that go away.
You're gonna like it.
You know what? It's funny because have you guys seen the Dead Space movies, like the animated movies?
Yes.
the first one was okay.
Yeah, the first one is.
I started watching those. I was like, "Oh, this Dead Space game looks pretty good." And then I started watching people play the game. And I was like, "Nope, I am a scaredy cat, and I cannot deal with it." So I do have to appreciate what they're doing right now. They're actually bringing.
Yeah.
Content warnings.
So what do you guys think about putting content warnings like this in the? All right, look, this whole argument can end when you look at what a game is rated. Okay, there's a reason why there's ratings on games. When you pick up a game and it says it's rated G because it's about ponies running through a field, like, okay. And then when you get to something like Dead Space, you go, oh yeah, this dude gets his fucking head cut off, and you see the full thing, blood splattering over the screen. That's why it gets the high rating. Okay, there, done. That's it. So when mum picks up a game to buy for her kids and she sees this rating, this game has hardcore drug abuse, alcohol abuse, prostitution, mass violence. Sounds like a game for Lethal, but probably not a game for Little Billy. All right, that's why you have ratings on things, movies,
Lethal.
games, anything.
Lethal, I got to interrupt you here on just one thing. The ratings are there for the parents. These warnings are for the kids in the adult bodies. They can't handle anything that might hurt them.
See, unfortunately, I kind of have to agree with that.
Yeah,
I'm
I
a chicken
agree.
shit when it comes to scary. I couldn't watch Aliens because I saw the Spaceballs scene where the alien pops out of his chest. Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. At like 5 years old.
Yeah,
So,
but you're
like-
not about to get triggered over that and then go type on Twitter about it, though, are you?
I'll keep
the
my
warning is.
shame to myself as it should be.
These
Yeah,
are for
you
the
should-
morons on why they have to
Shame.
put warnings on shampoo bottles not to drink them.
Well,
They need
I
their
feel
safe
we should take,
space.
I feel like we should take the warnings off and just see what happens.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Strong survive,
Wow.
smart survive. Go ahead.
But unfortunately,
Don't
that's the
care.
audience they wanted. Those fucking idiots. So
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just so like it's one thing when there's maybe you maybe put a content warning on some other type of game or whatever, but when it's a fucking horror game, it's like, motherfucker, what do you expect? It's like, look, you bought the hooker. What do you think she was gonna do? Hold your hand and play fucking Call of Duty with you? No, you're gonna fuck the hooker. What did you expect?
Well, it depends. Are you Russell Greer?
The one time I think they did it right was in the original Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, when you loaded up the game and it said, hey, there is a mission in this game that might be pushing it, all right? Never mind that it's the most important story-wise, but if you want to skip this level, we're giving you the option. That's all it was. And that was, of
Remember,
course, no
no
Russian.
triggering.
Yeah. I reckon that was fine. Anything more than that, too much. But that was fine. Just, hey, there's a level in here that might be a bit much.
I'm trying to remember what the line is, but Tom McDonald has a song where he says they used to have trigger warnings for seizures. Now they have trigger warnings for people who need safe spaces, something like that. But I mean, it's right on the nose.
Emotional seizures.
Yes.
No, I don't think this should be in a horror game. Like, what,
No,
what
because
do
it's
you
like you already.
expect?
Yeah, it's bullshit.
What are you expecting when you paid the money for this? I mean, like,
It's-
what?
It's a
played-
game called Dead Space.
Yeah,
Figure it out.
You're gonna
You're
expect
in a
it to be.
you're in a spaceship
brutal.
with demon babies and firing laser beams at them. What the fuck you think you're gonna do?
Can we actually create a game called Dead Safe Space and actually make it like
It's-
a horror game where you put a
There you go.
bunch of these crybabies in a ship and
It's
send them
called
off into
Callisto
space
Protocol?
and make them have to survive against a monster? You know,
We need that meme.
Got a MAGA hat, just walks in and just watch the carnage.
Memers out there, get
No,
on
they
it.
be
Rowling boss
complaining-
character.
If only there
They'd
was
be
a
complaining
legion
and like
that
going
could do
like,
that.
"Oh, Necro lives matter."
Yeah, it's
Lisa,
so
you
stupid.
overestimate my skill. I can't create a fucking video game.
I mean, I might be able to. I used to
But,
be. I actually can.
Like you're the last room you walk in, and all of a sudden you just hear, "Well, this is just completely reprehensible. I don't know why you're arming a gun at me. I'm just a small little man with a llama on my head. Just telling you the news."
That just sounds like a scene from the High on Life game.
It sounds like that Ben Shapiro skit that guy did, where he's ranting and stuff, and then goes into like
Ad read.
the ad reads and stuff.
He has a yarmulke, just a black napkin.
Apparently, Silent Hill 2 is also getting that. What?
Oh, no.
It's perfect for No Green Rocks because he's a pussy, but
Well, I wouldn't buy the game in the first place because I'm a chicken shit. Like, if somebody
Yeah.
were to buy it for me, and then I would kind of feel obligated to play it, but I'm not spending my money on something I'm not going to play just because, I gotta keep up
Scary ass
appearances, and
game.
I'm a chicken shit. Yeah. I don't do scary. I won't sleep at night, which you guys
I
will
think
all
I
enjoy.
think
probably.
for a
Would
Legion
offer-
stream, we need to sit you down and have you play a game, a
Oh my
scary game.
God.
Yeah,
It
In a
will
really
bring in
dark
so
room.
much
Stream.
views.
I get jump scares playing Hello Neighbor with my kids.
Animal Crossing. Terrifying game.
Well, I mean, Tom Nook is a loan shark. I mean, at some point you have to expect him to come break your kneecaps,
Yeah.
which
That's
would
a
be
good
hilarious to
lesson.
watch. You know, it's good.
See, the
last
thing
horror
is,
game I
like,
played-
the problem is with horror movies is like I can go to a certain extent, but if the suspense is too much, like I'll just get agitated, and
That's the
I don't,
point.
I don't enjoy that. Like I'm trying to sit here relax, and y'all trying to give me a heart attack just sitting there.
Yes.
Yeah, no,
Imagine a lot.
I totally get what you're saying there, Green Rocks. I don't like going for horror games
Are you
really
also-
myself.
Are you also the one who stays on the ground while everyone else gets on the roller coaster?
Actually, yeah.
Well.
No joke. I don't like
No,
roller coasters very much. I'm afraid
All right,
I went
all
to
right.
Free Falls. Listen, I went on Ghost Rider when I was like 7 years old, man. Don't blame me for that. Blame my camp counselor who was like, "Yeah, he's tall enough. Let him go on that thing."
Yeah, kryptonite won't phase him, but roller coasters will.
Yep, exactly.
It's so fucked, man. To see something like this in a horror game is stupid.
Jade's tougher than you.
Speaking of content warnings, are you guys ready for the new Tomb Raider?
Ah!
No, Phoebe.
With Phoebe Waller-Bridge.
Look,
Yay.
I am super
no.
jealous that they're gonna fuck Lara before I do.
I mean,
Well
does
done.
she have like trophies on her wall of all the different IPs that she's destroyed?
This woman is the bane of my existence, and yes, I'm pretty sure she gets off doing this.
Wait,
This is something that she-
Bridge in the new Indiana Jones?
Yes.
Yeah.
She also wrote parts of No Time to Die where they killed
She's
Bond.
also the droid that is the Millennium Falcon.
What's your
Wait.
matter?
So she's playing both Tomb Raider and Indiana Jones's predecessor.
Yes,
It's like she's gonna get
Fuck!
typecast for all those. Jesus Christ, it makes
but
no
because
sense.
they love her, they have this bone. Hollywood has this weird boner for brown-haired British women
Me too.
that come in.
That's KK.
Yeah,
Well,
okay.
there's
Yeah.
a. I
Brown-haired
mean, I
women.
can offer up a particular reason
Well,
why
I'm married to one.
why she's got all this.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
dude. Her
you're
head game must be
right.
fucking incredible, dude.
Because there's nothing else incredible about her. Her acting skills are crap, and she ain't that pretty. But
No,
Brie Larson's hotter than her.
And you have the mole on her forehead.
Eh,
she looks like a giraffe that's constantly surprised.
Well, no, it's more like a hyena.
I don't know. Hyena's a little more friendly. I can pet the hyena. If I try to pet her, she'll bite my hand off.
Because
This
the hyena
was
has a sense of
actually,
humor.
All I can think of is she's like the Steve Irwin caricature in South Park. Oh, look, there's Tomb Raider. And the best way to deal with an IP is to really piss the fans off. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sneak up on it and jam my thumb in his butthole.
It's them girls with them double-barreled second names you want to stay away from, man. You know.
Unless you're into that type of stuff. No, look, I don't have any faith in this. This is actually the most recent video I did on my own channel was about this. Anything Amazon does, I just don't have much faith in. And I'm sorry to say this, but that applies to Warhammer. I just don't think anything that they do is going to be good.
No.
no.
I disagree on the
you
Warhammer
can't really.
side because Henry Cavill is in complete control. Amazon has only
I thought-
licensed the rights
hold
to do it.
What?
Amazon's
You're
licensed the
roboting again.
right for Warhammer.
He was saying that Henry Cavill has total control. I guess what is it? His girlfriend or his wife has some sort of IP over it or something like that.
I want it to be
His wife,
good.
his wife owns it.
I really want it to be good. I'm a brand new Warhammer fan, thanks to Skirmite. He's one of the influencers there. I am brand new into Warhammer, and I want this show to be good. But I think the whole, oh my God, Henry Cavill's doing it is a bit of false hope. And I just don't see it being well. It's from
Okay.
Amazon. I still see them fucking it up.
Did you see Terminal List?
No, I it's funny you mentioned that because I can't mention fucking what's his name?
Chris
What's that dickhead's name?
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt. I can't recognize him unless he's got an Amazon logo on his head these days.
Yeah, but the show is excellent though. It's not woke at all. It's really damn good.
See, just
I
because
hear,
sorry, go on.
yeah. Well, I was gonna say I hear that Reacher is really good too. I haven't seen that, but both of those
Yeah,
are Amazon
Reacher.
products, so it's not everything.
They're
you know?
licensed.
Depends on if Amazon is directly producing it or if they've just bought the rights to the production company that's doing it. If it's a separate production company, it tends to be good. If Amazon's directly involved, like with Rings of Power and Wheel of Time, that's when it sucks.
So,
Uh,
have you
how
read
about-
the Lee
I
Child
just
books?
don't believe just because something isn't woke, therefore it's good. That's just not how I see things.
No.
But
And that's not what I'm saying. I'm
you're
saying
right.
that these shows were really good and they're not woke, so it's the best combination.
I mean, if you've
either
read
way,
the books,
I'm either right or I get a good Warhammer show. So
The
I
the
think
Hope to be
problem-
wrong.
it's going to be a hard one for them to get right. There's certain things that I think that even if they attempt them, in a film adaptation, they're just not going to get it right. It's
So-
like with a lot of other things. The same with like Lord of the Rings. If they try to portray the Song of Creation in a movie, it's just going to look naff whichever way they try and do it.
oh yeah, I
I-
think it's going to benefit from being a show over a movie.
Hmm.
I don't think with Warhammer the problem that will be is it woke or not, but how much you need to tune down the setting for the normies.
But yeah, that's it.
it's
Who
a
are they trying to
fucking
please?
bloody, messy, creamy, dark universe.
Grimdark.
That's my only concern. How much Harry need to tune down Warhammer for the masses?
It's like I said earlier, I think it will fall victim to the same thing that the Gundam adaptation is going to fall victim to. It will have good looking, flashy space marines and orcs. They'll nail them, same way they will with the Gundam mobile suits. But then the story and the rest of it, I think it will just fall flat. in my opinion.
It's at this point in the part of the show where the midway point. I wanted to give everybody a chance who is going to bounce in the midway point to do a little outro, let people know where they can find you, who you are. Skirmy, why don't you go first?
Yeah, I'm editing stuff for Little mainly. I'm doing intros for him and handling the Full as Eclipse channel with Ryan. I'm putting the link in the.
Get that channel monetized so I
Chat.
can give Skirmitar money for all the work he does for everyone.
Yeah, everyone go over there and sub if you haven't already.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we have pretty much daily uploads. So yeah, sub there, please. And pretty much that's it.
Yeah, make sure to sub, like, share, and do all that jazz. We want to make sure that get in the high gear for this channel. All right.
And thank you for having me on.
Of course, man. Of course. Thank you for coming on, and that thank you for that intro for Lethal. I thought that was pretty good. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Okay, I will be in chat. See you guys.
All right. See
Fuck
you later,
off.
man.
See you, buddy.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah.
Yes,
See you, Skirmitar.
All right. CJ.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter, Forgotten Number One Music, on YouTube at Forgotten One Music. I've been doing a lot of the GoldenEye watch themes. Got one more Bond movie to finish before those are all done, and then I've got a special tracks scheduled for when I do hit 200 subs. I'm at 30 some off from that. So yeah, just find me on there, and it's been a good time for me because with all the GoldenEye stuff, getting released, it's given me a nice boost.
Fuck yeah. Nice meeting you, man.
Nice to meet you too, Lethal.
Awesome, man. Thank you
Bye,
so
CJ.
much. And we'll see you next show, man. Who's next? Mr. Bug?
Well, I'm Mr. Bug. You can find me on Twitter at Mr. Bug, where I'm doing all sorts of whatever crazy shit I'm doing. Glad to be here on the stream. Glad to, finally be here with the guy that I popped my meme cherry. So glad. I thank you for having me on. I hope to see you all the next time I roam around these parts. Good day.
Good day,
See you,
mate.
Mr.
Thanks
Bug.
for coming on, dude.
Ooh, woo, Mr. Bug. He's
Yeah.
kind of I have a soft spot for Mr. Bug. He makes me happy.
I have a soft spot, huh?
Well, it gets hard pretty quickly, Dermy.
Oculus, man, you want to give a little outro?
Yeah, you can find me on my Twitter. I could probably post like FNT memes. I'd like to thank No Green Rocks for bringing me on, and see you guys next week.
Take care,
it
man.
easy, bro.
Yeah, take care.
And was anybody else supposed to be swapping out?
I think I
Oh,
am.
sorry, Kenzo. My bad.
Yeah, okay. Everyone, yeah, thanks for having me on. I've been Kenzo, the Legion of Memers resident unprofessional artist. You can catch me here on the Legion stream and Twitter. I'm art by Kenzo at twitter.com. I just recently started uploading some stuff to my YouTube channel, which is Kenzo UK. I've got the full Aussie episode 2 animated on there. So if everyone go over there and catch that. And also, I just want to give a little plug to the Ginger Ninja, James Harris. I'll be on the stream with him tomorrow at 12 p.m. UK time. And he's been doing lots of work over the past few weeks trying to get the hashtag respect for Tolkien trending. And he's been doing some fantastic artwork live on stream every week and then posting it on Twitter. So if you can, get over there and catch us on there. Thanks for having me on, guys. It's been wonderful to meet you, Lethal.
Yeah, great speaking with you, man. Good work as well. That stuff you do is
And
incredible.
expect episode 3 of the full Aussie in about 2 weeks when the
What are you talking
full
about?
Aussie. What are you talking about? Yeah, nah.
Nah, yeah, right.
See you later, Kenzo.
See
Thanks
ya.
for coming on. Keep up the good work. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to bring the people on for the last half of the show. We got Devil Made Me Do It, Cloud, Horny Alf, and we have a few others who are coming in as well. They probably had an issue coming in earlier just because I didn't have enough space. So for those of you who couldn't come in the a few minutes ago, make sure to hop on now so we can add you. Horny Alf, just a quick intro from you would be great.
What's up? Excuse me. What's up, No Green Rocks? Thanks for having me on. Horny Alf, everyone's favorite Randy alien master of memes. Catch me on Twitter, usually throwing memes at FNT and various other streams. Later tonight, I'll be on Vets Talking with Soldier Spirit.
Yeah,
Awesome,
buddy.
man. Yeah, make sure to go follow the channel for Soldier Spirit as well. The Vets Talking, it's a fun time. So go by, check it out. Even if you're not a vet, go support some vets as well.
We really want to get the Rumble going because it's really painful for us to have to keep biting our tongue when we're talking with Mama Susan on here. So hit up that Rumble, please. Get us to 25.
And then I can also say some more slurs on Saturdays.
Yeah.
Did someone say slurs?
All right, Devil Made Me Do a quick intro for me would be great.
Hey, I'm Devil Made Me Do It at Nalik3 on Twitter, and happy to be here.
Yeah, of course, man. Of course. Hey, True Pop Culture, how you doing today, man?
Unfortunately, not very well, Soups.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yeah. You see, my girlfriend left a note on the fridge, and it said, "This isn't working." I'm not sure what she's talking about, though. I opened the fridge, and it's working fine.
why wasn't she chained to the fridge?
Okay, Pop, that was actually a funny one. You get an applause for that one.
That's the best joke so far, I think. Good job,
Oh,
Pop.
really? Oh, thank you. By the way, guys, I was only joking. I don't have a girlfriend.
Boyfriend, sorry. Human boyfriend.
He made his hand.
You
So,
dead.
Cloud, you want to give everybody an intro real quick?
Sure. I'm Cloud. I usually make memes for FNT. Why am I blanking? Jack Show, Tuesday Night's Main Event, and also Full Aussie.
Nice.
Thank you.
Except for
Can I
today,
tell-
because I fell asleep.
We'll have that re-uploaded soon. Can I tell a quick joke in the spirit of jokes?
Yeah, feel free.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So I was tickling my baby brother's toes, right? You know what I mean? Like, coochie coochie goo, like, coochie coochie goo, okay? And then my mum, she says to me, can you at least wait till he's born before you do that?
Oh.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well,
Didn't
on
see that coming.
Jeez Louise.
Okay.
We just
That's
got
how it is.
savaged by an Aussie here. So
We got another one at the end.
I wanted to bring this up and get your guys' thoughts on this. what do you think about the look for Sue Storm in this?
I'm sure it sucks.
All right,
Oh
fat
my
bitches
God.
need loving too. They just have to pay for it.
I mean, fan art is fan art. The 4 looks retarded. Can I say that? Probably not.
I'll give
mean,
you.
are-
I'll give you a pass. I am.
Thank you. I'm British. So.
Are they going for the look of the mom in The Incredibles? Because that's not where it's fat. You got to move that up a little more.
Yeah. True.
She has
under thighs.
You know,
My
thick
shock is
thighs
that they're
saves
white.
lies, but that's too thick.
I mean, the thing, it looks good. I mean, that's all I can compliment in here, to be honest. Like, Mr. Fantastic, his clothes look a little baggy. Yeah.
Even
the
Horse
big
looks like he cross dresses in Sue Storm to make him feel powerful when no one's watching. Sue. Oh man, by any chance, is that the one that left the note on the refrigerator?
You're better off without her.
I can pull.
I don't know,
girls,
man.
come
Like
on.
you got a lot of these people talking about it's okay to be, overweight nowadays, and I'm just sitting there being like, no, that's called self-improvement. Get your butt into gear.
If they're allowed to get away, I'm allowed to be racist.
I'll tell you what I'm really confused about in that is that why is his clothes baggy? Because he stretches out. His clothes are supposed to be made to stretch with him. They don't need to be baggy. Why the fuck do they do that?
That's
And
fucking
based on those thighs, Sue's pants look a little tight there.
I mean,
Yeah,
thick thighs save lies. Everything else.
I mean, from what I was aware, the material from their clothing were also in that storm, so it like adapted to it, and they can only use those specific clothing. Am I wrong for that, or
You might be wrong, but I don't remember off the top of my head.
But in any case, it doesn't have to be baggy. It was never baggy for him to be able to stretch. That's a really stupid design.
No, the suit stretches with him.
Yeah.
No,
So
listen,
why does it have to be baggy?
the problem is like it's good artwork, but it's like completely also not at the same time.
Nah, even Sue Storm's face, she looks like a freaking 12-year-old girl. Look at her head.
Yeah, she looks like she'd be hanging out with Dora.
Yeah. She's a 12-year-old with thunder thighs.
She looks like she rode the short bus.
Why does the Human Torch not have shoes?
Oh, Jade, savage.
Oh, you're right. Look at the Human Torch's feet.
Yeah. Why is he wearing like?
Okay.
What was he wearing?
What the fuck?
What are those? Sorry.
Wait.
Okay.
How does that translate, though, Blabs?
Doesn't wear shoes because the artist said he pictured him throwing fire or something like that.
From his feet.
What?
From his
What the
feet?
fuck are you talking about?
That must be a joke. That's got to be a joke.
Okay, interesting.
Click
Wait,
on the
first of all,
Twitter
his
thread.
fucking
You'll see
feet?
the artist reply.
But it's like you said, the suits were molecularly bonded to them, so his suit won't melt no matter how much fire he's using.
Click on the Twitter thread. You will see the reply. Okay.
Oh.
She talking about this?
I'll do some
Yeah,
do
click-
villains next time. Please fucking don't.
Oh, I can't wait to see Doctor
What is
Doom in
What is
a
that
dress.
grin? What is that grin?
I'm smarter than
creepy.
you.
Oh, she's got it too.
Oh, that is.
yes,
She looks like she's
indeed.
cross-eyed.
She does.
Wait, it's
They
a
all, they all have the exact same expression.
Hey, click on the
It's
thread and
all
then
like
scroll
the
up.
liberal smirk.
Look at this fucking Jason fuckhead. So damn awesome, man. Fuck you, Jason. You're a dickhead. Fuck with.
I was
I
really
will
expecting
agree.
him to have like a massive rock cock.
Scroll up because
The thing looks okay. I don't mind the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to fuck up the thing.
You'd be surprised.
Literally.
I don't know. We've done it in memes.
I mean, that's true. Yeah, but
Listen,
that was
Jack
purposeful.
Murphy is easy to fuck up.
Fantastic Four
I think
suits should not be difficult to mess up. I don't know how you didn't mess that up. It's just giant four blue and white colors with black
That's
suits.
it.
It's just that's it.
Yeah, that's it, man. You need like 3 colors in your set.
hmm
I think the true question is which one's gay and why isn't one
All of
black?
them.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make sense for his feet to be exposed, Blabs. I get what he's saying, but his hand, he throws like this. Why is his feet free? Is he kicking the fireballs?
Maybe he's throwing with his hands and with his feet at the same time.
Like the only reason
Make him
I think
make
is
him look like Messi and have him throw fireballs from his feet.
Or it's for the people that have a foot fetish.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Yeah.
To Kenzo's point, remember the golden rule, boys. 2 in the stink, 1 in the pink.
Lethal is a man of culture. I love him.
So since Lethal is here, I wanted to honor him by doing something he actually does on his show. Except nobody's in cards.
Oh, okay.
So what I'm gonna do?
We're chaining Blabs
is
to a
because
radiator?
this music, there is it's all music during this. So we're just gonna check out the actual video for this and tell me what you guys think.
Well,
all right. First of all, this dude looks like an Andrew Tate simp that's been masturbating to him religiously. Look at those fucking biceps compared to the rest of his arm.
I thought of like Quagmire from Family Guy.
When he fights porn, yeah. Oh Christ!
Oh, he's one of the ones that does that oil injection shit.
Oil injection?
Yeah. There's a type of oil. If you inject it into your skin, then it actually will look like look like muscles, but all it is oil building up in there. It is really dangerous.
Yeah, that doesn't sound healthy at all.
No, it's not.
Just do meth like a normal person if you want to fuck yourself up. Yeah, that doesn't look like muscle to me. That kind of looks like the artwork we just saw before.
Yeah.
Looks like a gorilla.
That's Sue Storm's thighs right there.
Oh, this is Green Rocks without his mask on.
Yeah, it's exactly. I shrink down when I have the mask on.
Yeah,
This is disgusting.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, careful! You're gonna hurt yourself. Ooh!
Yeah, see,
Ew!
it's fake. Yeah, it's all fake.
Oh, that looks like if you stick a pin in it.
Oh,
it's
you
all
can
gonna
see the
pop out.
scars.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened to your chin? Why is it a triangle?
Oh, he injects his face too. What the fuck?
His cheeks.
Jade, I because there's so much music in the back, I don't want to get hit, but apparently he says something.
Yeah.
Rox, if I knew you were showing me this like in the second hour, I would have reserved like the first hour. Like
It kind of looks like an Italian auntie that's gone through Botox.
Italian.
Oh yeah, and we're just focusing on his watch.
His
Are we
arms
sure
look like
this
legs.
is a dude?
Why are you wearing girl shoes?
Why are you wearing shorts if you have chicken legs and massive arms?
You're a fuck up.
yeah, skip
Oh,
like
it's
day. I
so
guess.
weird.
No, stop.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh,
turn it off,
that's
please.
wrong, man.
Please, for the love of God.
How
I
come
guarantee
this
you, this
shit?
person has never been in the gym.
How come this shit doesn't get the content warning that the fucking Dead Space did? Because that's fucking terrifying. Your arm shouldn't.
Yeah.
Do you reckon
He's-
he's
he's
pushed him
not-
off a building? Right, he'd like be
He's-
able to flap.
The horror game was on TikTok all along.
Oh,
That's not
man.
even the worst. I've seen videos on YouTube. I can't remember the type of oil, but if you look up like oil injection muscles, and there are people out there. Like there's a dude who his arm exploded. His arm literally exploded because he kept on putting it in there. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
All right,
That
all
is
right,
disgusting.
all right.
But you
I'll
kinda
find something
deserve
better
it.
for you guys. I clearly
gonna
must
lose
have
viewers,
done something
seriously.
wrong here. So let's just check out this one.
I'm looking at. Oh,
Why? Why?
Okay. Oh yes.
Dermy's
Yeah.
weekend.
Keep driving.
no.
I hate furries, man.
This is like a walk of shame, but worse.
Is that a dude or a woman?
That's a man,
Dude.
baby.
It's whatever you want it to be.
Yeah, it's a furry man.
Oh, see, like, I don't know about you guys, but if I drive past something like that, I'm throwing rubbish at it.
tomatoes.
I saw something like that in Arizona and Phoenix just about a year ago. Yeah, pretty damn similar.
What is wrong with you, you fuck?
They look like a background extra from Cats.
Yeah. How shit you have to be rejected from that movie? Or maybe you put all your money into that movie and it's all gone horribly
Honestly, looked like he was, looked
That was
like he was
fucked.
on meth.
I would hope that's it. 'Cause-
Yeah, that's all I was able to gather for you at the moment. I tried to find
heroin?
the worst possible ones I could find for a second there.
Why?
I
Why
know
do
you
you
got all the good
Jason?
ones.
We are in a stupid, stupid world.
Oh man, that arm stuff freaked me out, man. I've never
Uh-huh.
seen that shit before. That's just wrong, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
pictures of Yannick Garcia now.
I want to keep on like explain all the fucked up shit from it, but I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna keep going into it. But yeah, it's really.
We only have
interesting.
limited. We don't want to limit the viewers now, do we?
I don't want to run people
Chasing
off.
it away. Exactly.
Is that why you have to limit your show to members all the time? Because you got some of that stuff up there? Lethal.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I don't have members. You're talking to me.
You think we got members?
Why the fuck not? You guys need watch time, don't you?
Yeah, a lot of watch time.
That's why No Green
My
Rocks needs
channel-
to play horror games.
My
I don't
channel's
need
not
to
even a
watch
month
stream of
old
it
yet.
Oh, that's all right. You get there. No, I normally put members on for full Aussie streams, so that way members can have a little bit of something to rewatch. Because I actually get told that a lot of people love watching it just on the rewatch. I'm like, that's fine, and then it also gives more incentive to watch it on the re-upload on the other channel as well.
Okay, I mean that's a smart idea.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that I have a dude from where's he from? Fucking Hungary or some shit. Where you from, Skeletor? You fucking country like
Hungary.
No, I just ate. But he's so. Sorry.
I mean, Eastern Europeans usually are, so you know.
Oh no.
I'm allowed to say I'm Eastern European, all right? I'm allowed.
No,
to say
you're Brit.
I am
You're
not
a Brit.
a fucking Brit.
How many times have we gone over this? You're a Brit.
Okay, he's from New Zealand then.
Dark humor is like food and water. Not everybody gets it. You know?
Oh man.
So at this
Hungry,
point
I
in
knew
the
that.
show, we're gonna take a little meme break and check out the memes for the show because you guys have been killing it, and I want to make sure we show our guests some love in that matter. And speaking of showing some love,
Nah, I don't like that one.
No, I love that one because that is me, Dermaranth. I'm a special thing, very sexy, and yes, all shall simp for me.
I feel like that should have been Mazda instead.
1 out of 10.
Scurvy, you savage.
1 out of 10.
It's the best one of me since.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
How many Twitter accounts are you on, Lethal? By the way, is it number
It's funny
5?
you mentioned that. So my original actually got unbanned randomly, completely unbanned. But when I got unbanned, I got a 7-day suspension. So in 2 days, I'll be able to tweet off my original account. So that one got banned, my backup got banned, and then my backup got banned. So free.
Damn.
You're
like a
Twitter's
roach
number
man.
one
You're just
problem.
popping up all the time.
Yeah.
So you didn't even request your original one to be unblocked or unbanned?
I did when Elon first took over, and then that got denied pretty quickly, and then I've just left it because Twitter is Ebola, and then I randomly just got unbanned. So okay, but unbanned for us, and then it's given a 7-day suspension. I don't fucking know.
Let's make it 5, Skirmitor.
Crocodile undies.
That's good.
Thunder from down under, eh?
There's more content behind the member paywall.
I don't know if I want to see that. I don't.
Crocodile no undies.
That's number 2.
Oh, so like a secret OnlyFans page.
Oh,
Great.
thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Definitely do. I appreciate it.
We know you're a boomer, and I love it.
How did somebody get that mouth to change like that? That's my question.
Face app, I think.
This is very incorrect. Rox is a gorilla, obviously, not a monkey. Yeah.
Apparently, you have an
don't
Only
think-
Feet page.
This is true.
It's a bunch of Brie photos, actually.
Listen,
You
I
can't
get
tell
it.
the difference between a man's feet and Brie's.
It's funny you mentioned that because
I like this one.
I don't know if I want to know.
before I got banned the first time on Twitter, every day I would wake up to people tagging me in pictures of Brie Larson's feet, going, "Oh, look, you're a weirdo." I'm like, who's the one tagging who in Brie Larson feet pics? Who's really the fucking weird guy here? Yeesh.
And then we
Means
got
because I want a foot
one
shop
more right here.
The Bushwhackers Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
It's
it's in the
exactly
back
what it
section
sounds
of your
like.
local Blockbuster behind the black curtain. Just a heads up.
It turns out Lethal Lightning isn't the only Aussie who started in porn.
I don't know if I want to see
Why
Mr.
did
Grant
it-
Gregory in a porno.
Yeah, I forgot
Are
to
you
tag
sure?
him
I don't know if I want to see that.
I think you do.
I don't think so.
I think you do.
Jeremy, you surround yourself with dudes all over your screen. You want to see it.
I have taste. Thank you very much. I don't want to see a large Ohio man who's very hairy getting racked.
I think you do. This is very specific. A lot of projection. Very specific.
He has standards.
I have standards.
No,
Okay.
it doesn't.
What if I told you?
Yes, I do. They have to be a trap. Thank you very much.
What if I told
You have
his
Brie
feet-
Larson's fucking feet on your screen. You have no excuses.
I have that for lethal and to torture
Okay.
others.
All right, look, I think there needs to be some clarification. Here we go. I've got it up for you here. Okay. Just to set the record straight. I don't know why this is so hard for people to understand. I just really want to have sex with Brie Larson. Fuck. Simple as that. You know, come on. You know what I mean?
You know, it'd be
I'm
great.
not saying like I want to fall in love with her or anything. I just want to fuck her.
You should have her feet pop in and out of that video all around your background.
There's nothing wrong with a good angry bang.
Thank you.
Good thing is fun.
Some hate sex.
She was hot in King Kong Scott. Was it Skull Island?
Yeah.
Scott. She was
Oh,
hot in
she
that
was
movie.
She was
she's
unbearable.
She went on a
Feet.
vegan diet of some sort, and now she just looks like a zombie to me. It's just.
She was actually attractive in Community in the 3 episodes that she was in.
You know,
Wait, is this
it's-
actually what got you suspended?
I'm sorry?
Is this what actually got you suspended?
No, he's making a joke.
Oh, okay. I was.
My third account, I got yeeted for tweeting about Pokemon.
How did you
How-
get
how
yeeted
did-
for tweeting about Pokemon? What?
Yeah.
So
Walk me through this.
this is the first Pokemon game I've bought since I was a child, right? The new ones. So I put out a tweet saying like, I'm coming out of Pokemon retirement and I'm coming for all like your asses type shit. Boom, targeted harassment.
Wow.
You harassed the Pokemon? Like, I don't get
What?
it.
wow.
Like I kind of like I remember like a lot of people were saying, "Oh, Elon Twitter," and I'm like, I don't think that's going to be the case. And
Oh, Elon Twitter's over.
Oh yeah. So
I mean, we just learned last night that even oh god, name is blanking. Who made the song for FNT?
Dan
I
Bass.
don't know. Sorry.
Dan Vasc. Yeah, he just got banned off of Twitter.
No, he
Yesterday.
came back. Give me one
Oh.
sec. I'm pulling it up now.
He had a backup.
I know
Yeah,
the
he's
channel
after-
got locked out.
Did you go after EB? We're not going to say her name. Thou shall not be named.
No, he's back. Basically, apparently it was a mistake on Twitter's
Yeah.
end.
You said initials. I was guessing. You know?
Oh, bloody hell. So apparently it was a mistake. We're writing to let you know we've unsuspended your account. We're sorry for the inconvenience, and hope to see you back on Twitter soon. Little background: we have systems that find and remove multiple automated spam accounts in bulk. I don't know why they thought Dan's account was spam, but it seems to be part of the new system where they're just hitting people for no reason.
It's probably all that
Yes,
hate
sounds
from
like the old
Jeremy about Dan. Jeremy's
doesn't
hate
act
just
like a
made
person.
Twitter ban him.
Twitter thinks he's a robot. That's funny.
The worst part of my Pokemon tweet getting banned was the game ended up sucking asshole.
It's not that awful.
You got banned for nothing.
It's broke, but yeah.
What did you play it on? Like, is it just on like
s-
Nintendo Switch?
It's only on Nintendo.
Yeah, they're
Switch.
only on Switch.
It was broken out of the gates, and that I did hit it for that. I like the story, but it was broken.
It's just
And
a
some of the
shit
designs
game
are
as well.
shit.
Like the last one I played was Emerald, right? So going from Emerald to this, it was very like, what the fuck happened?
I'm glad I didn't buy it.
Last game I played was Gold.
Nice.
The last one I played on, I got it on, managed to get it on PC. The Pokemon, I think, yeah, it's white. Pokemon White, yeah, managed to pirate it my way into it. So
Of course, it's white.
I've played them all.
Exactly, of course, it's white.
You played them all. What did you think of the newer ones? Did you think they were a bit whack?
They're not the worst out there. I still think Sun and Moon are the worst. The biggest problem I had is designs and
yes, I agree with that.
And the fact that it was broken out of the gate. That was my biggest problems.
I didn't like the
compared to
designs.
Sword and Shield. It was an improvement. Sword and Shield was not that good. It has
Did you
very
think
little content.
The designs kind of look like Digimon rejects.
Yes, some of them did. I liked some of them. Like there's some that I really love, but others I hate. So
I mean, we have a sentient tumbleweed now.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have an earthworm that's made out of steel.
Let's go.
I mean, you're not beating the Diglett design. You know, you've made so many Pokemon now. You're not beating that design. I mean, come on.
Yeah, just give up.
They did improve on some old ones. Like Tentacruel has a new Tentacool and Tentacruel have new forms, like new iterations.
Those
different
are
Pokemon.
completely different Pokemon. They're not anything. They're not part of the line.
Yeah, they're not a part of the line, but they took the old design, revamped them, and then put them back out. They're new Pokemon, but they are old designs that have been revamped, and I do like that. But it also shows that they're running out of ideas.
See, I'm not the only one. Almanac hasn't played since Gold either.
I don't care if you haven't played it. It is what it is.
But I actually wanted to go to just talk about basically Twitter has been banning people a lot, and a lot of it is for ridiculous reasons. So I made a video which is hopefully not going to get me banned, and I'm going to have to mute it just because Twitter and their audio rules might have a problem with it. So here it is.
I say play it full force. It was amazing.
Yeah, Dermy actually used it for his intro for one of his videos, so I appreciate that. And if you guys don't know Dermy's channel, Dermy, can you throw that in the chat?
I can't throw it in the chat. I can put it in the private chat, and I think Alf
throw it
might
in
be
the
able
private
to put
chat,
it in the chat.
and somebody will take care of it.
Definitely got to check out his channel, especially for his Velma content if you want to hate watch.
Absolutely. Basically, Quartering, Brittany Vente, Yellow Flash, and Camelot have all been their counts have been frozen. I think was it suspended or frozen?
Their main accounts have all been suspended because they went after Eliza Blue for publicly available content and started pointing out that, hey, shit's weird. Now, when it comes to Yellow Flash and Camelot, they kind of asked for it because they saw Brittany and Quartering got hit. and they just put it out there saying, "Hey, come at me." But it's it's blowing up to massive proportions, and Elon is a major simp, and this is his new AH.
So this is the thing. Like, I'm not too familiar with this. I know who Quartering is, and I know who Flash is. That's about it with that. But Elon's always been like this ever since Elon took over. Like, I thought this was kind of the direction he was going in. I thought this was kind of how it was always pointing to.
I don't. The creepy thing is, like, Eliza Blue has Twitter trust and safety people like backing her. Like, the head of trust and safety is on her side. She is big into this thing. Like, she partnered with Elon to get CP off. So she's done good things, but because people started pointing out her timeline and how it's not adding up, her trafficking story doesn't make sense. A lot of things she's done isn't real. The only things that she has actually accomplished is probably the CP. People started having issues.
This goes a lot further than just banning on Twitter. I was on a stream last night on the Friday Night Royal Rumble, and we were talking about this, and the host was trying to search for her video and anything related to that video on Google, and it was all gone. He went to DuckDuckGo, gone there too. So she's got connections other places other than Elon. I don't know how she's doing it, but stuff's getting pulled down everywhere.
Similar to the Waller-Bridge and AH, you know, she has a mean head game, obviously.
What this one? Yeah, Elon's always been a sip. I agree. That's kind of how I've always felt about this from the start. Like I said, I don't know this situation. I'm kind of confused about what it is, but to see people being like, "Oh, maybe Elon wasn't as good." Sorry, but maybe you just didn't want to see it, but it was always there.
Jordy has actually been doing quite a few videos on it. Do you want to give like a quick rundown of what's going on so people who don't know the situation
hit Cloud first, and then I will try my best because this situation is massive. The timeline's all crazy. Quartering, Chrissy Mayer, and Star Wars Girl are doing a better job than me. Actually, Brittany Venti as well, but there's info dumps constantly on just crazy stuff that's coming out.
Is this one of those things where it's just a rabbit hole that just keeps going and going and going?
She has like 5 different names.
Oh, wow.
So than Jack Murphy.
It's like a porn star.
Like, this is bigger than Jack Murphy. And oddly enough, also is friends with Tim Pool, and guess who isn't talking about it?
Oh, everyone's fucked. They're all fucked.
Of course he's not, because he's a bitch.
Why does Elon always have like the most crazy girls with Amber Heard and now Eliza is just, oh my god, always goes for the blonde crazy ones. Seriously.
So I know this is like a bit off topic, but that Amber Heard pussy would be fucking pretty cool though.
Oh yeah, that's a good angry bang right there.
Lethal, didn't your dad ever tell you not to stick your dick in Crazy Man?
If he did that, I wouldn't have been born.
There's the scale, man. There's the scale, hot to crazy. As long as you don't deviate off that line too far, you're all right.
I disagree. During that trial, when I heard flappy fish hangers, I said, nope, don't want to go near that.
Explode a roast beef sandwich.
You'll come around. You'll come around.
I don't need to see that.
It's a good thing we're not monetized. That's all I'm saying.
Number one question, Lethal, would be, would it be worth shit on the bed, essentially?
I'm sorry?
Would it be worth banging Amber Heard for the shit on the bed?
See, this is the problem. Why did you don't let these women stay over?
Preach!
Come on, man. What the fuck?
Just
Lethal, you should come on Skinamax Saturday tonight so you can vet more like this.
Lethal.
Sure.
This is the conversation we go with.
Lethal is one of those people who orders the pre-order for the Uber because he knows when the night's going to be over.
Yeah. Either one way or another, this ends at 9:00. So fucking get to it.
Leave the change on the side table.
Yeah.
Here's your taxi money. Get out of here.
And I expect it back on Monday.
I mean, the action itself will only take like 36 seconds, you know?
Now, Lethal's going to make sure she's sore and then kick her ass out.
Okay.
Unless
Not
it's
like
Blabs,
as
then
36 seconds.
he changed her to a radiator.
Blabs, if she behaves, she can stay inside.
Oh,
So do you want me to go down the Eliza rabbit hole for you guys?
not really.
There's some interesting things, but BitChute did so the initial video that everybody was taking screenshots and posting up, it came down from YouTube, like completely was nuked. It's not on WorldStar. Went up on BitChute. So I have a copy. I love
What
it.
is
Wait,
it? Like, what sort of a video of?
It's a hip hop video of her dancing very
Which she-
provocatively and
Okay, see,
scantily
what's the
clad
problem
clothing.
with that? I feel like I'm
Nothing's
missing a
problem with
lot.
that.
I'm missing a lot of details here.
So she's a sex trafficking advocate. She claims that she was trafficked herself twice. Well, victims of sex trafficking. She claims she was trafficked herself twice, yet the timeline doesn't add up. And when you take into account all sorts of her other names she had, when they did some deep dives, they were saying, hey, this doesn't add up. Why were you trafficked? How did you get trafficked? Were you actually trafficked? They found this video of her dancing very provocatively.
Yeah.
Came out, hey, maybe these were the traffickers making her dance. Turns out she auditioned for that video. She's always wanted to be famous.
So she's full of shit.
Yeah,
well,
she's
yeah,
full
I
of
mean,
shit.
also if you see like the video of her, like she put out a video saying, "Oh, I'm so happy in this video." Completely different way of speech as well. And you're like, wait a minute, something doesn't add up. And I think the problem was the way she reacted to it. Just like the whole Jack Murphy debacle. Instead of being like, yeah, you know what, I did this in my past, this kind of stuff happens, and just leaving it at that, she went after everybody who was actually commenting on it.
Streisand effect, eh?
Yeah, and I think that's what the issue was more than anything else, because I don't think anybody in our community disagrees with the cause. The cause of stopping sex trafficking is righteous, and definitely people should be doing it and stopping it. But it's the reaction to people actually calling her out, being like, "Hey, this doesn't." And I think Brittany Vente was actually
everybody was on her
completely
side.
benign tweet too. She basically just asked her like, "Hey,
what's up with this?"
Yeah,
with the picture, and then Eliza came out saying that these were unsolicited pictures. These were bad pictures of her naked, like revenge porn stuff, saying, hey, these weren't real bad, so we're going to go after her full extent to the law. Then they went after the quartering. Then they went after Flash. Now they're going after Cam. They're hitting accounts left, right, and center for posting links to videos talking about the situation. They're hitting it for the videos itself. People are just getting nuked left, right, and center just for Eliza Blue. And then smaller accounts are deleting the tweets. Twitter Trust and Safety is coming in and saying, oh, we're sorry. It's an issue in the system. It's an issue in the server.
Okay, yeah, so there you go.
I just don't get what her problem is with people who have sex and traffic.
Well, good one. Another thing is her claim that she was being sex trafficked is people were using her picture to catfish others.
Well,
So-
that's already a sex trafficking. Someone using her picture.
Yeah, they were saying
this bitch sounds awful.
They were saying, hey, her exes were taking her pictures from Instagram and using that to catfish people out of money. So when I do this, I'm technically trafficking in blabs, according to her definition.
Okay, so she's a retard.
Basically, yeah.
Perhaps
And
he gave you
some
the
people-
Uber. Take his channel down.
And some
She's
people are
not
being
even
like,
that
hey,
hot. I don't
Well, I
understand
said
why
that
there's
it
people who I don't understand why. Yeah, why do people say like even though she's all right? I don't find her attractive at all.
Wait, are we talking about blabs or Eliza Blue?
Eliza.
Oh, I'm sorry. This I was trying to type something. I am so sorry. We went off topic.
Poor blabs.
I'm gonna mute myself now.
I had to do that.
I'll have a
Sorry, blabs.
Yeah,
Just
As Soldier sees himself out.
guys, I'm having some technical problems there. My laptop's running a bit slow. Maybe I should paint it black. It'll run faster. Oh, now it just doesn't work.
All right.
Okay, Soldier, you stay.
Oh.
You go.
So, Soldier, you said you were watching the Last of Us Last of Us show. You want to tell us a little bit about that? There was an episode 2 that came out. I heard it was doing pretty well.
Yeah, so I really liked I really liked it. I there was a lot in, especially in episode 2, where I started to nitpick and certain things about it like didn't make much sense. But I was definitely going with the attitude of saying I'm still enjoying this, so therefore I'm going to ignore this other stuff that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And then on my Tuesday show, we had Hollywood Scholar come on, and Dermy came on as well,
Hi.
and they managed to just shred the absolute shit out of it, and I had to accept the fact this show is actually not that good. It's a really, the shit in here is pretty fucking bad. And yeah, I'll let Dermy go right ahead and shred it. I'm still gonna keep watching. I'm still gonna try to enjoy it, but it looks like already in episode 3 coming up, it looks like it's gonna go way woke side, and it's probably just gonna be absolute crap. But
It's
I'll let
supposed to
Dermy
be the
go
Bill
ahead
and
tell
Frank
you why it
episode,
sucks.
completely about their history and everything like that, all backstory, not even about Joel and Ellie. Anyways, the show's shit, okay? Just out of the gate, it's shit. There is the only thing that people like about the show is, hey, there's shot-for-shot moments from the video games, and oh, look, there's direct lines. No, it's complete crap. They've completely changed the cordyceps fungus to now be a hive mind system where if you hurt one of them, you can hurt all of them and alert all of them instead of being spores, because, quote from not Neil Druckmann, Craig Mazin, they said the spores don't make much sense because in reality, if the spores were there, the whole world would have been taken over. Although if it was a hive mind system, like they were saying that the fungus has been growing all over the world would have been taken over and dead immediately. And even the spores were accounted for in the games only being allowed to exist in dark underground spaces. Simultaneously, when you go to the clicker scene, once you start thinking about it, doesn't make much sense at all. Clickers are only attracted due to sounds. Okay, not lights. Can't see you, nothing. They're completely blind. They're bats. They go to the clickers. They're hiding around, sneaking around, being quiet. But the fight begins the moment they shine a light on one of the clickers. The clicker can't see you. Why is shining a light on you alerting the clickers to your location and beginning this whole fight?
Let me interject real quick. So that's the one that I was raving about. I had, because I'm a total normie, I never played the game. I had no clue about the sound and visual thing until he shined the light. And to the show's defense, it didn't start right away. Like there was a sound that was off to the side. So when he shined the light, that was when it clicked in my mind. Oh, these things can't see. But that's immediately when I went, then why are you hiding around a corner if they can't fucking see you?
Just one question. Skirmy brought up something about you and Cockman.
Yeah, Naughty Dog can suck my fucking ass. I'm not giving them 1 second of my time with this show. And if you guys are watching it, I would encourage you to pirate it, because fuck Naughty Dog and fuck Neil Cuckman. I was one of the people that got strikes from talking about The Last of Us 2. Ironically, I don't have that channel anymore. But yeah, so I got those strikes. Last of Us 2 is a piece of shit that destroys the entire fucking franchise. And earlier, yesterday, technically, they came out and they said, we're doing a season 2 of the show and it's going to follow The Last of Us 2. So you know how this shit's going to end. Surprise, surprise. She comes with a fucking golf club and takes his fucking head off. That's how all this shit goes down. Ellie lets her fucking live. Last of Us is the first game. Mwah. Everything after that can suck a fucking dick and die in a hole, man. I have no time for them. Fuck Neil Druckmann, fuck Naughty Dog, and fuck the HBO Last of Us show.
So what you're saying is Neil Druckmann's on your hate fuck list?
Oh, he getting it hard.
He's getting it hard, and I fell in love with Lethal just then a little bit. The show is not good, and everybody coming out of the gate saying, "Oh, this show is amazing! Oh, this show is amazing!" No, you're fucking wrong. It's dog shit. For
episode 1 was good.
No,
episode 1 was good entertainment.
Joel
I gotta
is
add.
now. Go ahead.
I gotta add, I am kind of looking forward to Pedro Pascal taking a 5-iron to the head.
Don't have a response to that. Joel, for an episode 1, is no longer a gun smuggler, and isn't this commanding dude who's a partner with Tess. No, he's a little puppy dog who's a drug addict dealing in drugs to everybody.
He's a drug addict in the show.
He's a drug addict. Nobody's acknowledging that one, he's dealing drugs and then going home and taking his own sample.
Nice.
And drinking himself to go to sleep. Then simultaneously, they've changed the cordyceps so much that the way that it works is it gets into the grain supplies. Because Craig Mazin and Neil Druckmann went on a interview and they announced this. It gets into the grain supply from Cambodia or some Asian fucking country. I don't fucking know it off the top of my head. It gets into the grain supply. So on the first episode, they specifically make it, hey, they didn't eat pancakes. They didn't eat the neighbor's biscuits. And Joel forgot to bring home a cake. That's how they didn't get infected. But everybody else gets infected because they ate the fungus that then got them all sick. Even though America makes their own grain supply. They make their own flour and everything like that. It doesn't come from overseas. And when you take into account how the grain is actually made, you don't just take grain and put it into stuff. You have to dry it out. You kill off the fungus, and you have to test it before you can even ingest it. Indonesia, thank you, Jade.
The more I hear,
I was actually the show I was watching earlier, doing the comparison with the fungal expert, actually even said that fungus would not survive in a grain. It's too dry. That whole concept is completely fucking.
It needs moisture.
Wrong. Yeah.
And like, you know, they made his daughter black, and look at, I've seen what they did to Tess as well. Like, it seems like
I was just looking at chat, and they had.
Yeah, I saw that. What the fuck? Well, tell me about this.
So again, this is Craig Mazin and Neil Druckmann. Hollywood Scholar told me about this. In the show, from now on, when you see a zombie, if you are not attacking the zombie doesn't attack you.
Oh, the whole
it comes up and sexually assaults you.
That's all bogus, though, because his daughter didn't attack the old woman in the beginning. She was just standing there, and it attacked her.
Yes.
Yep.
If you don't attack the zombies, they're gonna come up and kiss you. But as Horny Alf just pointed out, the daughter wasn't attacking the old woman, and the whole family attacked her. What the hell?
Yep. I'm sorry, I gotta look at this picture. Last of Us 2, Tess kissing, I guess.
Oh, she full on Frenches with a zombie.
Yeah, with no attempt to fight him off at all.
Oh
Just
my
takes it.
golly gosh!
Yep.
Is it okay to bring?
I
up
mean,
on stream?
didn't even turn
It's
her
creepy,
fucking
but
head.
I have a picture of it actually.
Is it stream friendly?
Yeah,
Yes, it is.
yeah.
It was my thumbnail actually.
All she had to do was this.
Give me some sugar.
That's also something they changed from the games, that the zombies have like tentacles coming out of their mouths.
That's how they infect you, is solely by a bite. They have to bite you, and then the tendrils are what infect you. That's the fungus infecting you.
I like that.
Now,
It shows the lesbians kiss as well.
Real quick, they have that whole hive mind that if you touch any of them, you'll alert a whole horde. If you step on a patch, you'll alert the whole horde. When they go into the museum to try to get through and prior to the clicker fight, they go to this museum. It's covered in the fungus. Okay, what's your idea? Hey, to figure out if this fungus is working or good or anything like that, what should you do? You should probably not go near it and touch it. Probably find another way around, right? What they do is have Pedro walk up, go to the fungus, take a look at it, and then smash it with a gun and say, oh, look, it's dry. It's safe to go in. You don't know if it's dry or not, so why the heck are you even touching it if it can alert the whole entire horde?
That'd be like checking if a power line is active and grabbing with your bare hand. Nope, we're good.
Yeah.
I have a question. I've seen the Last of Us played. I never played the game, but in the end, Ellie has some immunity, right? Isn't that the thing? She's immune, so they are going to try to take it, and then you get to choose if you let them take it or if you kill the doctors. Now, if this is a fungus, what would her immunity have to do with it? You don't get an immunity to a fungus.
So yes,
you get
even in the
to a
game,
virus.
In the game, it's still a fungus as well. You're right,
Is it?
Jade. Because plot. Yes, in the game, it's still a fungus. It's the cordyceps
the game
fungal
makes no
virus,
sense, right?
It makes
fungal
sense
virus.
in the.
It's an
She's the
interesting
key to
concept
everything.
because that's what happens to real life bugs is fungus gets in there and zombifies them.
Yeah,
it's a cool concept.
Even in the game, it's hey, Ellie is going to be turned into a vaccine or a cure that they don't even know if it will work. So they're going to kill her. So that's why Joel hopping in there and taking her out actually has impact, because he cares about her instead of, hey, maybe she'll actually save the world. But then in the second game, everybody's immune anyway, so it doesn't really fucking matter.
And what people don't get is it's a vaccine. It's not a cure. So it's going to prevent people from catching it. And what are the Fireflies going to do with it? Well, they're going to use it for them themselves. They're not going to share it with the world. They're going to use it to spread their own army. They're going to use it to their advantage, essentially. So Joel, in my mind, perfectly justified in killing every single one of them.
Yeah.
Well, that was always a good thing about the ending of the first game. Was it was very there was no right or wrong. You know, it was up to everyone's how do you perceive that moment, and the way the game actually just ends as well.
Yeah,
I always
yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
But the chick that they got to play Ellie,
It's fuck ugly.
fuck man,
Miss fuckity fuck.
oh,
Genius.
Every other word is
on-
fuck out of her mouth.
Some genius in the internet that I saw on Twitter actually created a mod that it pastes Ellie Ramsey's face into the games.
oh yikes.
And she looks. I don't know why on earth you would do that, like at all. No idea why anyone would do that to that.
Bella Ramsey looks like she has fetal alcohol syndrome or some shit like that. She is so unlikable. She just says fuck the whole time. What Ellie had was quips that at the same time was charming and was somebody you could grow to love. And this Bella Ramsey is the most annoying twat in the world.
Also from the first episode where Joel beats the shit out of the security guard as they're leaving the city. In the game, Ellie's like shocked by it, but in the movie or in the show, she's like almost like mildly interested in what he's doing. Like,
so that actually
it's a
goes
totally
against
different play on it.
That again goes to Craig Mazin and Neil Druckmann, where at the end of the first episode, they specifically say they wanted her to be like that. They wanted her to do that because, oh, she's activated. Somebody's actually coming out of the woodworks to defend her and be
Well,
there
that's
for
not
her.
Ellie Lynn.
Yeah.
And it's so ironic, man. Neil Druckmann, of course, you know, he's been fucking up this franchise for the past few years with his second game. He's going out of his way. A lot of us called this. He wants to make changes to the first game so that way it ties in a little bit better and makes a bit more sense with the second game. And he can't actually go back in time and change the game itself. So what does he do? Goes and changes it in the TV show. Like Neil Druckmann is the start of every fucking problem that's going on with all this shit. He kicked out Amy Hennig, right? Because we got to have more women in the industry. We got to prompt up more women. So step one, let's kick out the woman that every gamer fucking loves because she's an incredibly talented individual within the industry. So let's kick her out because go women.
Yeah. And
I got the mod
Uncharted
here.
went
It's
downhill
fucked in the
since
head.
then. Yeah, Neil Druckmann is just everything he touches turns to shit. Gameplay wise, I really did like Uncharted 4, for instance, but story wise, it's nowhere near as filling as some of the others. And his involvement, he had his like icky fingers there. Apparently, Nathan Drake was meant to have a son. He changed that for a woman, saying, "Oh, it shouldn't matter if it's a woman or a daughter or a son." Then why did you change it to a daughter? It doesn't make sense. And the worry with the series is that he's going to change the series essentially to better fit The Last of Us Part 2.
He already
That's
is.
everyone's worries. Even if you dislike or hate the show, everyone is worried that it will go into The Last of Us 2, retcon some bits like the Doctor, saving a zebra and whatever the hell he did.
I'm
Stuff
not
like
worried
that.
about it. I know it's a guarantee. And, I the reason I was saying that I liked the first one so much because I was entertained by it. The first episode, that is. I was entertained by it, and it wasn't overly populated with the woke shit. I am very touchy about the woke shit because it's fucking everywhere. So when we get into the second one, the whole conversation between Ellie and what's her face? Who's the
Tess.
woman? Tess. When they're talking about her going into wherever the location was when she got bit.
The
You got
mall.
some balls. You got some balls, girl. No, there's a difference between having balls and being stupid. That's fucking stupid. Why would anyone in that world who knows what's going on say you got balls? No, that's a fucking female empowerment type bullshit. And that was when I rolled my eyes, and I thought that was the first time there was some extreme woke shit. But until I saw this video, and they were explaining how right in the opening of the first episode, when in the 1970s, and the dude's talking about the fungus, and he says that you need the Earth needs to go up in temperature for it to be able to survive. And I didn't even realize that at first. And that was a global warming thing. Essentially, they're saying that we went to global warming, and that's what caused all this to happen. So right off the bat, started with that shit.
So Lethal, I see you brought something up here. You want me to add to the screen?
Yeah, I looked up that mod you were talking about. That's fine.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ! What the hell?
Yep.
Wow.
See, fetal alcohol syndrome.
Why would someone do that?
Why would you make this mod?
Just the Goonies?
Even like halfway through, like, why? Just why? It's like the Peter Parker PS4 to PS5 version,
Yeah.
but worse.
Yeah, this just looks. I don't know. Something about this. It's like if you're the cure, no, thank you. I'll die. It's all good.
I am more than willing to let the Fireflies do whatever they want with Bella Ramsey. She's not Ellie, and Joel and Pedro Pascal is not Joel.
Oh fuck no. Of the two of them though, I'd say she's a worse cast. I don't like either cast, but of the two, I'd have to go because that just does not look like Ellie.
I can't believe when I found out that girl's 19. The actress.
Really?
And she's non-binary now.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Is she really? Is she really non-binary?
She's now.
Lethal,
The
she
moment
might
the
just
show
be
came out,
British,
she's
you never
non-binary.
know.
So she's an Ezra Miller now. Great.
Yeesh. Yeesh. So, fucking up, Kenzo. Yeesh. all of this, you know. 500 for things that make you go yeesh.
I mean,
Make it go.
Pedro Pascal would be like 10th on my list out of the casting options. Number 1 would be Hugh Jackman. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
when Logan came out and there was the trailer for Logan and everyone was like, this is fucking Joel and Ellie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Him and
yeah.
X23 walking around. And I said this on stream, but I just want to say this again. Fuck you, Jackman. You sell out cocksucking piece of shit.
I agree.
That's how you really feel.
Hey, dickhead.
He's simply for Bill Gates now.
Yeah, he's a Bill Gates fucking ass licking piece of shit. Fuck you. You're trash. You're in the bin. Hugh Jackman in the bin.
Oh yeah, I saw that video that he put out that we can't talk about on YouTube.
What, really? Uh-oh.
Fuck you, Mama Susan.
So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna wrap up the show because it's getting towards that time. I'm gonna start off with Cloud and then move the way up the ladder. So Cloud, do you have any new projects coming up or anything like that you want to talk about?
No, not really. I just basically just do memes and play Pokemon Go and other video games on the side.
We gotta be careful about
nothing really on
Pokemon Go
stream.
on Twitter though, right?
Huh?
You gotta be careful about Pokemon on Twitter though, right?
I don't. I mean, not with me. I don't know what happened with Lethal.
Cloud doesn't threaten the Pokemon.
No, I just.
I'll fucking knock out a Squirtle.
Hey, Alexa.
True pop culture. Do you have any new projects coming up you want to talk about?
Yeah. Before I do that, let me just squeeze in one last joke. I know you really like them, Green Rocks. I know you appreciate them
I
from the
got one at
bottom
the
of
end
your
as well.
heart. Yeah, okay. We'll have a dark joke showdown, I guess. I don't know.
Yep.
Okay. Why does Stephen Hawking do one-liners? Because he
Why?
can't do stand-up.
No.
That was good.
All right.
You're getting better.
The quality
You're getting better.
is going up. Yes.
All right. I'm glad.
All right, Lethal, go give us yours.
Okay, my joke. Okay, so mine's a little bit longer than that, but not too long. So there's this guy, right? He goes to jail for the very first time, and he's a smaller fella, okay? And his cellmate is a man called Bubba, and Bubba is infamous for raping his cellmates, right? That's just what he likes to do. You know what I mean?
Oh boy,
it's bad, really bad. So Bubba approaches him. He goes, "All right, listen up. We're gonna play a game. It's called Parents. You get to pick. Do you want to be mummy or daddy? The guy, he's stressing. He's like, fuck, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? So he's thinking about it, and he's like, daddy gives, mummy receives. So he goes, all right, Bubba, I'll play your game. I'll be dad. So Bubba says, well, get the fuck over here and suck mama's cock.
There's no winning.
All right. Jesus. Devil, do you have any projects coming up you want to talk about, mate?
No, nothing coming up. I mean, I might be on the show tonight on Vets Talking. Not sure yet though.
Yeah,
but
You're coming on.
Oh, okay, I'm coming on. Vets Talking tonight. Otherwise, Devil Made Me Do It, Nalik3 on the Twitter. I do memes for shows, and I had a fun time.
And you make amazing
Awesome.
backgrounds, man. But this is
Yeah,
Devil Made Me Do It. Made this for me. I got it last night. Blew me away because I didn't even ask for it. He just out of nowhere just did it. I love the cartridge right here, dude. Fantastic. Thank you, buddy. Yeah,
Thanks.
yeah. Look
It's
at
a
that.
cartridge. I thought it was a dish.
Nice.
No, no. At first I thought it was inner tube also. But yeah, that's the backside of
I
the
think the
bullet,
5.56
ammo cartridge.
is the thing that kind of gave that away.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Got a little
They don't put measurements
Commander
on
and
the
Queef
inner
over
tubes?
here. Fucking
You look
excellent.
like they
Thank you,
have
Devil.
Brahma's background right there with all the bottles.
Right?
Big
can't pick mine up,
Horny Elf, do you have any projects or anything you want to talk about?
No Green Rocks. Thanks for having me on. You can find me on Twitter, usually memeing FNT and various other streams. I will be on Vets Talking tonight. I'm semi-regular co-host on that when I can get on there. And every now and then you can catch me on ETEP Wakuyan's Saturday streams or on the Friday Night Royal Rumble right after FNT. And then I'm excited when the Legion starts doing their gaming streams, participate in
Yes,
that
we
when
should
we can.
be.
So
We should be starting that sometime at the end of the month next month. I have a new position that's going to make more hours available to me, and we'll definitely get that going. And Lisa, we would love to have you on as well if you ever want to join the Legion during the gaming stream.
Sure.
Sorry about that, Alf. I interrupted you.
One last thing. I think me and a couple of the Legion members are going to be Saturdays doing gaming with Fat Steven Seagal. We started last Saturday, so we'll hopefully pick that up next Saturday.
Awesome. Before we bounce to Dermy, True Pop Culture, I just saw your message. What did you want to promote?
Well, as I've been saying in previous outros, I'm an editor with no job essentially, but I have been getting busy recently with editing some footage for Mark the Cyborg, and it's some Dead Space remake footage to be specific.
Oh, nice, dude.
So yeah, make sure to keep an eye out on his channel for that. And yeah, if you'd like also to keep an eye out for my channel, I've recently made a playlist with all my animated meme highlights of different shows like the FNT, Critical Bar, etc., etc. Thanks for having me on the show, Soups, and pleasure to have Lethal on here as well.
Yeah, great talking with you. I like the back and forth with the dark jokes. I got a few more.
Hey, Zombie. So, Dermy, do you have any projects coming up? Because I know you've been pretty busy as of recently.
Yeah, I've been doing Velma reviews every Thursday. Fucking 2 episodes. My fucking God, can this show get over? Anyways, catch me, I guess, after this stream. Before I hop on Vets Talking tonight, I guess I'm going to be doing a stream with Lofty Pixels, and we are going to be having a debate on whether there is such a thing as objectively bad shows. I'm on yes, there is.
I would say so.
And
well, is there
I guess
we'll have to watch the show to find out if there's a disagreement about that or not.
Something tells me there might be some hot takes on that.
Yeah. Anyways, after that, I will be over on Vets Talking, chilling out and relaxing, and maybe playing around with more of my guys and figuring out more stuff on OBS and being a radicalized whatever. Then Monday, I don't do anything really on Sundays. Mondays, I'll put out my Last of Us Episode 3 review. Go from there. 2 to 3 videos every day. Fridays, I'm playing Final Fantasy 14 online with my buddy Silver, and we're going from there. So, yeah, come check me out.
Awesome, man. Thank you. And we got Vets Talking Soldier Spirit here as well. You want to promote some stuff, bud?
Did you guys enjoy the dirty and violent talk today? Then get more of that tonight on Skinamax Saturday on Vets Talking. Drop the G and you'll find me either on YouTube, on Rumble, on Facebook. We're on all that. So definitely subscribe to the Twitter and the other places because Mama Susan has not been pushing out all my notifications. So come check us out. And also don't forget on Tuesday, Vets Talking Tuesday. Every Tuesday at 7:45 Eastern. Coming up next week is Comics Division, so you don't want to miss that. Remember, you don't got to be a veteran. Just don't get butthurt. You've been warned.
Yeah, it's a great show.
Like they need to buy a car after listening to that.
It's a great show. A bunch of disgruntled veterans talking shit.
And sometimes about a poop pond.
Jade Shadow in the chat's a disgruntled veteran from the US.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Emphasis on disgruntled.
Well, shit. Come talk to us. Hit me up on Twitter at Vets Talking.
Bring her on the show.
Absolutely. We need some diversity. There's way too many white dudes.
And Lethal, my friend, thank you so much for coming on. Do you want to let people know where they can find you and what time your shows are?
Hail the motherfucking Legion. Thank you all for having me. The stuff you guys do is incredible. Long live the memes. There's not enough laughter in the world. It's perfectly fine to make fun of everyone. I believe in if you make fun of everyone equally, we're all good, right? So everyone should be roasted a lot, you know. But thank you. I mean, this was a great time. It was a pleasure to meet all of you guys. I'm on Twitch pretty often, at least 3 times a week, just doing whatever video game I want to fucking play. I do daily videos on my main channel, Prince Lethal. I have a gaming YouTube channel as well called Hyper Lethal, and I do the videos for Geeks and Gamers Play, which is the gaming channel for Geeks and Gamers. And I've recently been unbanned on Twitter, so I don't know, I'll be banned in a week or so. I got some shit to say. I've had some shit on my mind for a while that I want to say. And no, seriously, thank you all for having me. This was a fantastic time. Hopefully I can come back on sometime.
Always.
And it'd be great to stream with you guys, even if it's not here, just anywhere, because you guys are all really cool.
Freaking
Skirmitar can fuck off. Massive shout out to Skirmitar. I'll plug something, but there's a massive shout out to Skirmitar. He does all like the intros and everything for like my streams and all that. He's a fucking legend. And him and Ryan Reaper created a Full Aussie channel, which is the stream that I do fortnightly. Pretty different, bit different from everything else out there. We try to be a little bit different, and I think we succeed. And they've created a show, and they're uploading old streams. This one's a bit old streams. Last night's will be re-uploaded over here as well as clips and all that, shorts. There's also going to be some original videos that myself and Raging Rhino are going to help work on. So we're trying to get this channel to 1,000 subs, so that way we can give Skirmitar and Ryan Reaper a bit of money for all the work that they do for everyone. That's the plan with that one. And again, thank you all for having me. This was a fantastic time.
Of course,
yeah,
man.
good meeting you,
Thank
man.
you for joining. We were all excited. We were all so excited to have you on that we had to break it into segments. That you know, we love hanging out with you, and memeing your shows is great when I am up for it.
No, thank you. This was fantastic. You guys are amazing.
Of course, mate. Thank you. So my name is Superman. If you wasn't scared of green rocks, no green rocks on Twitter, Instagram, and most other platforms. Please subscribe to the Legion of Memers channel here on YouTube. You can follow us on Twitter as well, and we also have an Instagram account. I'm not really working on my channel too much, but if you can go check that out, you know, if you like anything you see there, like, subscribe, share, and all that jazz. thank you so much for coming in and watching the show. And thank you to the mods who have been modding everything. And special shout out to Horny Alf who helped me set up the show today. It really did make things a lot easier. And be sure to come by for next week's show. We have a very special guest as well. And we'll see you guys all next week. Thank you for watching Hail Chat.
Ta-ta.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I'm fucking right.